Hey, Canada, you better pick up the pieces. Old Quebec is starting to come loose. Ottawa, you better hasten. They're talking separation. And if Quebec's a train engine, who's going to be the caboose? The Prime Minister and his cabinet listen without hearing. What the people say don't matter except at voting time. The only thing they know for sure is how to raise their salaries and how to tax the people higher all the time. Hey, Canada, better pick up the pieces. Old Quebec is starting to come loose. Ottawa, you better hasten. They're talking separation. And if Quebec's a train engine, who's going to be the caboose? Pierre Trudeau spoke in New York City, told the world it would be a pity if old Quebec should ever separate. But René Lévesque is the man of the day, and he tells his story another way. Ottawa better move damn quick, or it's gonna be too late. There's old Joe Clark and his PCs, let's hope they're not too blind to see the Canada needs Quebec to remain strong. The Minion stretches from ocean to ocean. If Quebec don't forget its separation notion, Canada's gonna be smaller before very long. Hey, Canada, better pick up the pieces. Old Quebec is starting to come loose. Ottawa, you better hasten. They're talking separation. And if Quebec's a train engine, who's gonna be the caboose? Hey, Canada. In the long list of prime ministers, a few names stand out strong. Like Sir John A. Macdonald, among the greats his name belongs. And Mackenzie King will always be in the history of our land. But there's one I haven't mentioned. Let me tell you about a man. He was born in Prince Albert, Saskatchewan. As a boy he showed the signs that he would grow to be a mighty man, strong and brave and kind. He became a successful lawyer, fighting for what he believed was right. If he ever dreamed, he never spoke of his aims in later life. He joined the PC party, inch by inch he edged his way. This determined prairie lawyer was about to have his day. He upset the Liberal Party as he swept this nation's seats and became Canada's Prime Minister back in 1958. Prime Ministers have changed faces, there's a few that I won't name, but John Diefenbaker's a living legend, and for all history he'll remain. Cause he fought for what he believed in, he fought for unity. If successors had carried on, a better country this would be. Now the future's hard to prophesize in these troubled years. What this country needs most now is another John Diefenbaker. No matter where I wander, no matter where I roam, my memory keeps reviving the early days back home. Someday I'm going back again and make another start, cause I'm still a Nova Scotian at heart. Jobs were few and far between back when I was 17. The only thing that I could do was go. I scraped together a few bucks for a ticket on a westbound bus, said my goodbyes and went to Toronto. Found a job in a factory, soon found out it's not for me. For a while the city was a treat, but the novelty wore off too fast. When I seen behind its concrete mask, I know that city life was not for me. No matter where I wander, no matter where I roam, my memory keeps reviving the early days back home. Someday I'm going back again again and make another start, 'cause I'm still a Nova Scotian at heart. Worked all year to save the money for a trip home in the fall. Just can't wait to smell the ocean or to hear a seagull's call. Just a little taste of heaven, then it's back to the rat race, to the hectic city hassle, wishing my life away. No matter where I wander, no matter where I roam, my memory keeps reviving the early days back home. Someday I'm going back again and make another start, 'cause I'm still a Nova Scotian at heart. Yes, I'm still a Nova Scotian at heart. Up in the morning before the sun rises, still half asleep as I walk to the shore. The roar of the waves, the smell of the ocean makes me look up to heaven and thank the good Lord. I climb on the boat and check the equipment. I whistle a song as I gaze at the land. Then I untie the lines and haul back the throttle and head out to sea. I'm a fisherman. Like my father before me, I'm a fisherman. My faith, my life, my luck's in God's hands. And from sun up to sundown, I'm out on the ocean, earning my living. I'm a fisherman. Traps or fishing for salmon is a pretty rough life, but believe me, my friend, I wouldn't trade places with any man. I love the life I'm a living. I'm a fisherman. Like my father before me, I'm a fisherman. My faith, my life, my luck's in God's hands. And from sun up to sundown, I'm out on the ocean, earning my living. I'm a fisherman. And from sun up to sundown, I'm out on the ocean, earning my living. I'm a fisherman. Shades of green are the forests of New Brunswick, mountains high that kiss the sky of blue. Rushing rivers wind their way to the ocean. Beautiful New Brunswick, I love you. God, the greatest artist to create all this beauty, a masterpiece for all the world to see. The picture province someone has rightly named you. Beautiful New Brunswick by the sea. Snow-capped waves caress the beaches of New Brunswick. Sunlight reflects off the silver sand. Long lazy days when time don't seem to matter. Friendly people smile and shake your hand. God, the greatest artist, to create all this beauty, a masterpiece for all the world to see. The picture province someone has rightly named you. Beautiful New Brunswick by the sea. Beautiful New Brunswick by the sea.
I'd like to dedicate this song to all the freedom fighters. This one was written especially for Leonard Jones. He's a modern freedom fighter. He's the people's wrong rider. He's an independent leader with no party of his own. He's a man with the ideas. He should be this country's leader. He's the choice of the people, Leonard Jones. He was a former mayor of Monte, time and term again. His word is like the gospel, strong and true. He stands for what's right, and he's not afraid to fight. He's a people's politician, folks like me and you. He's a modern freedom fighter. He's a people's wrong rider. He's an independent leader with no party of his own. He's a man with the ideas. He should be this country's leader. He's the choice of the people, Leonard Jones. When he knows he's right, he speaks so loud and strong. The liberals and PCs knows he's a threat. They really can't afford an honest man in politics, 'cause there'd be too many apple carts upset. And if there is a justice, then a time must come when an honest politician's voice is heard. But for the present, he's an independent leader who should be our next prime minister. He's a modern freedom fighter. He's the people's wrong rider. He's an independent leader with no party of his own. He's a man with the ideas. He should be this country's leader. He's the choice of the people, Leonard Jones. He's the choice of the people, Leonard Jones. There's a big old sign that says what it means outside of Port of Bass, written on a schooner for all the world to see. It welcomes every mother's son back to their native land. It's painted with sincerity. Welcome to Newfoundland. Welcome to Newfoundland. This rocky island paradise, hills and valleys, a sportsman's dream. The hospitality is way beyond compare. Welcome to Newfoundland. We're glad you're here. From Port of Pass to St. John's Town and all points in between, to find the friendliest people who say just what they mean. All around the island, on the coast or inland, each person in their own special way welcomes you to Newfoundland. Welcome to Newfoundland. This rocky island paradise, hills and valleys, a sportsman's dream. The hospitality is way beyond compare. Welcome to Newfoundland. We're glad you're here. 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 Welcome to There are songs about islands from east coast to west. I've traveled all over, and now I know best that there's one little island that's kissed by the sea. It's beautiful Cape Breton, a haven to me. Cape Breton Island, and Isle by the sea, your beauty is charming for all who may see. I'll always keep you in my memory, Cape Breton Island, the Isle by the sea. You can drive down through valleys or watch ships set sail, or gaze at God's beauty along the famed Cabot Trail. One trip to this island and you will agree that it's beautiful Cape Breton, the Isle by the sea. On Cape Breton Island many miners are found, digging for coal away down underground. The fishermen and farmers live peacefully on Cape Breton Island, the Isle by the sea. Cape Breton Island, the Isle by the sea, your beauty is charming for all who may see. I'll always keep you in my memory, Cape Breton Island, the Isle by the sea. Cape Breton Island, the Isle by the sea. It's a devil's land, the devil's land. From the days of ships with sails come 5,000 shipwreck tales. Most are unrecorded in history. Ships that somehow went astray, ships that still remain today, buried in the graveyard of the sea. For within his sandy grip lie the remains of the ships that fell prey to Sable Island, shifting sand. If the bones upon the beach just had one more chance to speak, they'd call Sable Island Devil's Land. It's a devil's land,
Devil's land,
the devil's land.
Devil's land.
Broken ships lie in the sand, and it's clear the devil's hand has touched this ocean's graveyard, Sable Isle. Rescue ships just never came, man by man, starvation flame. The crosses made of bones tell the tale. Well, the wind is strong tonight, and I'm praying there's a light shining brightly across the raging sea. May the foghorn's eerie sound remind the ships to sail around Sable Island, the graveyard of the sea. For within his sandy grip lie the remains of the ships that fell prey to Sable Island, shifting sand. If the bones upon the beach just had one more chance to speak, they'd call Sable Island Devil's Land. It's a devil's land,
Devil's land,
the devil's land.
Devil's land,
It's a devil's land,
Devil's land,
the devil's land.
Devil's land.
I'd like to dedicate this song to Stompin' Tom Connors, Candace's true friend to country music. From the province of Prince Edward Island comes a story that should be told about a man who become a legend in his own time. His songs and stories about Canada, people and the place he's known, with his heavy boot and his twang guitar. Stompin' Tom
Stompin' Tom,
makes you feel like you're picking tobacco up until some bird country. Makes you feel like you know all about the game when he sings all about hockey. Picking little Irish moss and PEI, or working on a coal boat song with his heavy boot and his twang guitar. Stompin' Tom
Stompin' Tom.
He's Canada's Mr. Personality, dressed in black from head to his toes, and he always spreads a little bit of sunshine everywhere that he goes. From Newfoundland to Vancouver Island, this is his stomping ground. With his heavy boot and his twang guitar, stomping town. It's Bud the Spud from the bright red mud, with another big load of the best doggone potatoes in the north, south, east, or west. From the Man in the Moon is a Newfie to a night in Sudbury town, with his heavy boot and his twang guitar, stomping town. He's Canada's Mr. Personality, dressed in black from head to his toes, and he always spreads a little bit of sunshine everywhere that he goes. From Newfoundland to Vancouver Island, this is his stomping ground. With his heavy boot and his twang guitar, stomping town. With his heavy boot and his twang guitar, stomping town.